What's going on, guys? I'm going to be talking about this is my first month doing 75 hard. It's had its pros and obviously its cons. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, please go like and subscribe so we can help that YouTube algorithm. And just to go over the 75 hard challenge real quick with you guys, here's what it entails. It entails 2 workouts a day. I have to take 1 progress picture, 10 pages of reading, drink a gallon of water, follow a diet. My diet was keto, and then no cheat meals or alcohol. And it's been today is day 30, which isn't bad. I would say it's not as bad as I thought it would be. The whole reason I was scared about doing it, man, was the freaking diet, which has been, I would say, hands down the biggest issue with that. I mean, all college, I worked out twice a day. Well, for the most part, we'd have to be doing something. If not, like you'd be on the field doing footwork or something else. And even gaining weight in college, my biggest issue was following a diet, throwing PB&Js down my own throat all the time, drinking like 8 Ensures a day, just so I could gain like 3 pounds and look a little better so I can hold a little bit of weight. The pros of this, though, have been amazing. I feel like I'm so much more focused. Yeah, no more White Claws. The White Claws will be back as soon as this is over. We're going to have a good time, Mike. We're going to have a good time. The White Claws will be back. The focus is crazy. I feel so much more focused. My businesses are doing much better. I'm just a lot more productive, and I'm a lot more aware of my time, right? So like, for example, time-wise, I used to just to go play basketball, and I'd go play for however long, blah, 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 I'd just be out. Now, like, I set a timer for 45 minutes when I go hoop. I hoop for 45 minutes, and I'm out of there so I can go spend more time with my family and everything else, so I can time block better and spend more time with my son, with my girlfriend, and then having to wake up earlier to get in more admin work, get my walk in. And so the way my day goes, I wake up, I read, meditate, gratification, I journal a little bit, and I see what I have to get done for the day. And then at about 8 o'clock to 8:30, I go on about an hour walk, and I get most of my admin phone calls done. Whatever I have to call title companies. We have our daily huddle for our call center. Whatever other escrows we have open, I check in on that. I do some research on my phone, and I try and get all that out of the way. And that is what I count as my first workout. And I come back sweating, like I have to shower and everything else. And so that's really good. And then after that, I go about my day. And then the hardest thing is, I'd say, for the rest of the day up until that second workout, is the diet. Like the other day, I want to eat pancakes, can't eat waffles because I'm doing keto. And that has been really, really rough. Man, yeah, the diet has been rough. And then the gallon of water has not been that hard. I'd say I'm about 1/4 of the way through. I'll be done with it by like 6 o'clock. I probably drink 1/3 of it while I'm playing basketball at night. And then the 2 workouts is the second hardest part, right? So yesterday I had 2 appointments early in the morning and some other phone calls, so I didn't have time to go on my walk. And so I had to, late at, I think, like 10:30 last night, after we got done eating, I did a arm workout in our house so I could get my second workout in. And again, that goes back into being just a lot more time conscious and knowing where I'm spending my time and what I'm doing. That will stick with me throughout when I'm done with this challenge, just being a lot more time aware. Where am I putting my time into, and being a lot more intentional with my days. I could not do it without my girlfriend, Kalani, without a doubt, just because of the diet aspect. Like, she knows she can get creative cooking. If it was just me and I was single, I'd be spending tons of money just on In-N-Out because I'm so lazy. And like, there's Chipotle. I don't want to think about cooking an entire meal and getting creative and having to go buy like these 9 different ingredients just to make our meal keto. And so Kalani has made it amazing for me. I would say if you are going to do this, I would just say like, okay, I'm only going to stick to my meal prepped foods and no candy. And that would be significantly easier to just mix in everything. But I have lost a lot of weight, at least in my mid region. And like I can fit like my pants again. I don't feel super fat. And even when I'm playing basketball, right, like I got so big that I couldn't even drive to the basket anymore because I lost my speed. And now I can finally get to the basket again. I can finally jump high again because I think I've lost about like 10 pounds. And so that has been amazing. The books I've been reading is Traction is one of them. I'm reading the Little Red Book of Sales again. And then The Psychology of Sales has been really good. And it's a lot like the Sandler method where they tell you to ask a lot more questions. And sales is obviously what drives both my businesses. So that's been good. Another con for this, I'd say the keto thing is just expensive, man. Expensive. And without Kalani, I would be time sucked for making food. She's way more efficient at cooking, right? But it takes an hour and a half just to make a damn keto meal, to where, let's say if we're eating normal, she could cook us rice, chicken, and some other things, and it wouldn't be that big of a deal. Now, if we want to eat anything, it has to be so meticulous and make sure we're not eating too many carbs, not doing this, not doing that. And that has been a serious pain. And then like baking, we're paying like $12 for a little bag of sugar for that is keto, which has been an absolute pain in the ass as well. Besides that, the only other thing besides on the diet is the snacks are hard to come by. I've been eating a lot of like string cheese and nuts, and then just trying to keep myself full of water. The keto ice creams taste keto, but I guess they're good enough. There is no real keto candies. So like I have a really bad gummy problem, and you aren't gonna be able to replace those at all. Do you guys have any questions about like why I chose to do it? What has been the easiest part of it, the hardest part of it, what books I recommend, and when you should start? Another thing I've had to, just because I know I don't want to be tempted to drink with a bunch of my friends. We're leaving to Utah on Sunday for my friend Brady's wedding, who's a longtime friend of mine. And we have another wedding out here in Fresno. But all of my friends are coming back into town who I played football with and everything else, and it'll just be a wild time. And it'd be much easier, besides the fact that my friend Brady's one of my best friends that I've seen, to go to the Mormon wedding to where we don't have to surround ourselves with, on top of really food that's really bad for you, a bunch of alcohol and friends all around trying to have a good time, eat good food. I am in Fresno, California, and we market in Indianapolis, South Bend, and Las Vegas. Anyone else got any questions for me? If not, this is just the 1 month recap. I know I for sure got this. I don't see myself slipping up on food. I'm not hiring right now, so man, sorry, man. But I will talk to you guys soon. And thank you so much for tuning in.